Have you ever wondered what it truly means to live a spiritual life? Have you ever felt lost in the noise of self-help books, wellness trends, and lofty teachings while deep down still feeling disconnected, restless, or burdened? Have you asked yourself if your path is leading to more peace within you and more compassion around you? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a simple but life-changing realization. True spiritual practice is not about escaping the world. It's not about rituals, robes, or retreats. It's not about what you say, how you pray, or what beliefs you claim to hold. It's about one powerful question. A question that cuts through all pretense, all ego, all spiritual performance. Before every decision, every word, every choice, ask yourself, will this cause suffering for others? That's it. This single reflection holds the weight of lifetimes of wisdom. Because the heart of real practice is not found in isolation, it's found in interaction. In how you treat the people around you, in how you respond when you're triggered, in how you show up when it's inconvenient. Spirituality isn't about floating above life, it's about entering it more deeply, with more presence, more integrity, more kindness. And this begins when you realize that every action you take creates ripples, that your energy doesn't stop with you, that your healing or your wounding is contagious. Let us explore what this actually means. You wake up in a bad mood. You snap at your partner. You speak with sarcasm to your kids. You're rude to the barista. You send a passive-aggressive email to your colleague. And you tell yourself it's just one of those days. But what you've done is radiate pain. You've passed on suffering. You've created tiny wounds that others now carry into their day, their mind, their heart. You've turned your pain outward. Now imagine if you paused, took a breath, noticed the storm inside you before letting it spill, held it with compassion, and chose stillness instead of reaction. That's spiritual mastery. Not because you quoted a scripture, not because you meditated for an hour, but because you spared another being from unnecessary pain. True spiritual practice shows up not in grand gestures, but in the quiet moment between feeling and reacting. It lives in your awareness of impact, of consequence, of connection. Every time you check your tone, every time you choose silence over insult, every time you hold back from gossip, every time you speak truth gently, you are practicing the highest form of spirituality. You are embodying love, because love is not a feeling, it's a behavior, and behavior requires intention. Let us go deeper. There's a tendency in modern spiritual culture to focus on the self, self-care, self-love, self-growth. And while these are essential, they are not the destination. They are the preparation. Because the point of healing yourself is not to become a superior human being. It's to stop hurting people unconsciously. It's to walk through the world as a safe presence. A presence that uplifts, softens, and liberates. And that requires you to be vigilant with your impact. Ask yourself, is my truth causing unnecessary harm? Is my authenticity coming at the expense of someone else's peace? Is my freedom rooted in compassion or in ego? Because not everything true needs to be said. Not every feeling needs to be acted on. Not every belief needs to be imposed. Wisdom is knowing not just what to say, but when to say it, how to say it, and whether saying it is even necessary. This is not about walking on eggshells. It's about walking with care. Knowing that every being you encounter carries unseen burdens. That a smile can be medicine. That a kind word can save a life. That your presence can be the reason someone feels safe in their own skin, if only for a moment. This is the path of the Bodhisattva, not in title, but in action. To awaken not just for yourself, but for all beings. To live in a way that says, may my existence reduce suffering, not add to it. That's a high standard, but it's also the most beautiful one. And you'll fail. You'll still get reactive. You'll still fall short. But the practice is in noticing, returning, recommitting, and apologizing when necessary, because owning your impact is a form of love. Let us explore how this question, will this cause suffering for others, applies in everyday life. You're tempted to post something online. A rant, a judgment, a divisive take. Feels good in the moment. It validates your identity. Pause. Ask. Will this post bring clarity or confusion? Compassion or conflict? You're about to make a joke at someone else's expense. Pause. Ask. Is this worth the pain it might cause? Do I need to be funny if it hurts someone else? You're having a disagreement with someone you love. You want to win. You want to be right. Pause. Ask. Will this victory cost us connection? Is being right more important than being kind? This is the work. This is the practice. It's not glamorous. It doesn't come with titles or followers or certificates. But it's the practice that transforms your relationships, your karma, your heart. Because when you stop feeding suffering, you start feeding peace. And peace, like suffering, is contagious. Imagine a world where more people ask this question, where leaders pause before policy, where parents pause before punishment, where lovers pause before lashing out, where strangers pause before assumptions. That's not utopia. That's responsibility. And it starts with you. Not tomorrow. Not when you're more enlightened. Now. Today. In the next interaction you have. The next word you speak. The next choice you make. You don't need to change the world. Just don't add to its pain. That's enough. That's everything. Thank you for watching this video. If this message helped you reflect on your own presence in the world, share it. Leave a comment about how you're practicing compassion in your daily life. Like the video to support this message reaching others. And subscribe to the channel for more insights into real spiritual practice, emotional healing, and conscious living. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be intentional. And when you choose love even quietly, you become the very thing this world needs most.